Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to make your HP OMEN Transcend 14 faster. In order to make it faster, there are a few things to have in mind, and the first one is very common, which is just updating your laptop to the newest software because it'll make it run faster for sure. And to do it, go to Settings, then Windows Update, check for updates, and if there are any, click on Download and Install All, and wait until they get downloaded. You can still continue to use your laptop while it's being downloaded, and once that's done, it'll prompt you to restart your laptop, and once you restart it, everything will be applied and done. But the next thing is actually going to the System in Settings, then go to Power and Battery. And if you want to make your laptop faster, go to Power Mode, and you can change it for when plugged in and when on battery to some different settings. I'm gonna change it for only when plugged in to best performance. And why I'm not changing it for when on battery? Because it uses more battery, and I don't really want to use too much battery, so let's only leave it on best performance for when plugged in, and it'll make the laptop faster. Now the next thing is right-clicking on the taskbar and going to Task Manager. And as you'll see here, this is the startup section. And here are some apps that some of them, if they have status set to enabled, that means that that app gets enabled whenever you turn on your laptop. And of course there are some important ones like security, or this service which I don't really understand the name of, or also the OneDrive which backs up my data. I don't want them to be set to disabled because they are essential for my laptop. But if you have something like Microsoft Teams and you don't need that to be enabled whenever you turn on your laptop, then you can right click on it and click on Disable. You can also do the same for things like Discord, Spotify, or maybe I think there's also Steam that enables itself automatically when laptop gets turned on, and that uses unnecessarily uses some power to turn itself on, and also stays in the background. And if an app stays in the background and is not used, then it'll use some performance, right? So just decide on your own which ones you don't need each time, because if there's something that you need each time you use your laptop, then you may want to leave that enabled. And speaking of apps in the background using your performance, you can check it in the Performance tab. And what's important here is to just simply disable the apps that you don't need at the very moment. So if you're playing a game, you may not need a browser or your like WhatsApp app or whatever you have enabled. You don't need that to be turned on at the moment you're playing the game, so you can just close these apps that you don't need. And I'm gonna show you that on an example. In the memory, if I open a browser and open several tabs, let's open quite a few, not too much, but just quite a few so we can see the performance difference. Now with all these tabs, if I go to the Task Manager, you can see how my memory usage has risen. And if I close the browser altogether, you can see how the memory drops immediately. Also the CPU usage drops, and basically everything drops. So that's great to just close the apps that you don't need at the moment and won't need in like the nearest several minutes. And that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.